you guys are going to think, wait, RGE, didn't you cover this story already like twice in the past? Yeah, we'll get to that. Colorado Supreme Court tosses suit against baker who refused cake for Transformer whammons. Colorado Supreme Court threw out a lawsuit Tuesday against a Christian baker who refused to make a pink and blue cake for a Transformer whammons, who said she wanted to celebrate her transition. The Centennial States High Court rebuffed the suit on procedural grounds in a 6-3 opinion. A Masterpiece Cake Shop proprietor Jack Phillips has been sued by attorney Autumn Scardina, who is a transformer in current year -7. This has taken 7 years to resolve. Think of all the wasted time and money. As part of an anti-discrimination claim, Phillips is famous for declining to make a cake for a same-sex wedding in current year -12, which turned into a national case that wound up before the U.S. Supreme Court. Yeah, see, this is why this is just kind of a white pill, because the reason this current case happened is because he won his previous case. So this guy, he won the 2012 case. So that means he could go back to business as usual, right? Nope, because now he's got a target on his back. This far-left lawyer, this activist lawyer, purposely visited his shop, purposely asked him for something that they knew was against his religion that he wouldn't make, just to sue him again. So I would be willing to bet money the same thing is going to happen again. Now that this one got thrown out, another person is going to show up to his bakery, ask something that they know he's going to refuse just so they can sue him. The fact that our legal system allows this blatant abuse, like this blatant, the vexatious litigant, exactly. Like this is blatant, vexatious lawfare. Yeah, people who do this need to be locked up. But unfortunately, this is legal. Nothing you can do about it except leave the country, really. So enough is enough. Jack has been dragged through the courts for over a decade. It's time to leave him alone. His attorney, Alliance for Defending Freedom Senior Counsel Jake Warner, said in a statement. Yeah, at least there's that. I think, I'm not sure, but I think these various conservative rights groups are taking on his case for free. So thankfully, I think at least he doesn't have to pay out of pocket, but it's still time and stress that's being wasted by this damn bullshit. Yeah, the process is the punishment. That's the problem. And so even if you're innocent, the process is still the punishment. Because that cake immediately expresses a message, and because Jack cannot express that message for anyone, the government cannot punish Jack for declining to express it. Ultimately, the Colorado Supreme Court concluded that Scardina did not exhaust all possible administrative avenues for relief before suing Phillips. Yeah, that's because Scardina did this with the sole purpose of suing Phillips. That's why. Yeah, this fucker should be considered a vexatious litigant and locked the fuck up. So the justices at the state's high court, all of whom were appointed by Democrats, wrote that Scardina improperly filed a claim anew in district court with the majority opinion that by Justice Melissa Hart, stressing we express no view on the merits of these claims. So prior to lodging the lawsuit against Phillips, Scardina filed a complaint against the baker with the Colorado Civil Rights Commission. In current year -5, Phillips and the state agreed to drop the matter, prompting Scardina to file the lawsuit. Yeah, this is intentional. So all of these conservative groups that were out defending this guy, is there any way you can return the favor to this Scardina individual? I'm quite sure if you dug through their history, you could find a reason to keep them in court for a decade. Tuesday's state Supreme Court opinion found that Scardina needed to challenge the settlement before suing Phillips, which is not going to happen because the whole point is to fuck with Phillips. Scardina's lawyer, John McHugh, I'm just going to say McHugh, so ripped the ruling, chiding that justices decided to avoid the merits of the issues by inventing an argument no party raised. Justices in the minority echoed the sentiment, arguing that their peers' opinion erroneously gives Masterpiece and Phillips a procedural pass. It does so by concluding that the district court lacked the authority to hear Scardina's case, relying on the reason that no party presented in this case, Justice Richard Gabriel wrote. Does it matter if anyone presented it, if it's true, though? I guess to them it does. The Colorado Anti-Discrimination Act bars businesses from discriminating against customers on the grounds of all the protected characteristics. Scardina initially commissioned a cake from Phillips' Denver area bakery when the U.S. Supreme Court said it would take up Phillips' challenges against the Colorado Civil Rights Commission decision that concluded he discriminated by refusing to make a gay wedding cake more than a decade ago. Yeah, this is all malicious. The High Court later sided with Phillips in a Masterpiece Cake Shop versus Colorado Civil Rights Commission, finding that the state did not exhibit religious neutrality in its decision. Scardina claimed her goal in ordering the cake was to undercut Phillips' assertion that he would still provide access services for Alphabet Soup patrons. So all it would have taken to bury this would be for an Alphabet Soup patron to come in and order a regular cake. A cake that doesn't have a political message attached to it, and then say, yeah, he sold me mine. That's all it would have taken. I wonder why it didn't happen. That's right. In fact, this is legal is just scummy, and the Supreme Court is to blame for this. Now, I think in this case, it's actually the federal and state legislatures that are that are at fault for this. The courts can't make laws. Now, courts can decide legality of laws, but they can't make them. I think that this is something that will actually need a law to be written up for. So, unfortunately, until our Congress gets off their asses, this ain't going to change. That poor guy is probably going to be sued again. Yeah, I give it like another few weeks before one of these other rainbow individuals shows up and tries to start shit. Although in this case, honestly, if I was this guy, I would hire another employee whose sole job will be to field all the Alphabet Soup requests, just so they have no reason, no case to sue him. I don't know. Yeah, wouldn't this count as double jeopardy? No. If the same idiot did it twice, no, it wouldn't be. No, so double jeopardy is only for the same crime. Yeah, like say here's a better example. Let's say a dude beats his wife and he gets convicted of beating his wife and he does his time in jail. Then he gets out and then he beats his wife again. If double jeopardy worked that way, he would not be able to get in trouble for beating his wife again. No, double jeopardy only applies to the same individual instance of that crime. If you commit the same crime twice against the same person, you could be criminally charged both times. No, that doesn't violate double jeopardy at all.